Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, Paula's Territory. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Today we're going to get some Moonology cards out for you. Some definite thinking going on there, Aquarius. No, not Aquarius. Sorry, I apologise. Sagittarius. How are you? I hope you're all doing fantastic. Sagittarius, it's definitely a Sagittarius reading. Okay, guys. The new moon coming up. So let's have a look with the Moonology. Anything that we need to know for Sagittarius. Please be mindful that some of these readings may not be for you. There may be some messages in here that you can take and move forward with. Always take what belongs to you. Leave the rest behind for somebody it belongs to. Somebody may be racing on a scooter there. That was quite loud, but I have the window open because there was a fly in here earlier and it was driving me nuts. Okay guys, by the by, for Sagittarius, what have we got here for Sagittarius? What have we got for Sagittarius? You can check the description box. I do not do personal readings, guys, online. So please be aware if anybody gets in touch with you, it's not from me. Mine is a small channel. I do not have a coordinator. I do not have an editor. What I record here is what goes out there to you, to where you are. So if I make mistakes, if I get tongue-tied, I'll just be like, it's just a thing, you know, I'm a human being having a human experience and not being very technical minded about it, but I do try my best. Don't always put content out on a regular basis because I do have another job to do as well. So when I do put my readings out, it's a special sacred time for me. And I hope that it's a special time for you to watch the video and share your energy with me by liking and subscribing. It helps me connect better to your energy when I do my readings. Okay, guys. Communication is key. Now, Leo's just got this in the same position. So, communicating effectively, clearly, maybe something that you are thinking about doing. A new romantic cycle begins. Ooh, so we've got somebody where, Sagittarius, where you may be wanting to balance the scales with this person. And speaking of communicating clearly, the throat chakra dust absolutely closed up nearly then. So this could be something that you are wanting to balance with somebody, and you are starting a new romantic cycle with somebody, perhaps. What do you need to release? Because if you have anything to release, it's best to release it on a waning moon. Releasing any issues or any problems, I would hope that you would get that before you start a new romantic cycle, so that you have a plain sailing going forward with a new relationship. But if you do have anything that you need to release, maybe now's the time to consider actually doing that. So excuse me, I'm just going to put my little fan on because it's a bit warm in here and I've got a big jumper on. Okay, so with the cards on the table, communication is key. A new romantic cycle. And what do we need to release for Sagittarius? Tell me what we need to know for Sagittarius, please. What do we need to know for Sagittarius? We have the Six of Pentacles, again with the knowing of this balance here. Having the balance is going to be very important for this new relationship, because we do have the scales of balance here again. So this could be something that you need to balance out within yourself as you start this new relationship. And the Six of Pentacles can indicate that the universe is giving you a gift, because you are a very generous person. When you are a very generous person and you give to people, people like to give back also. Sometimes you're in the giving mode and sometimes you're in the receiving mode, and it's being able to receive if you're used to giving, and vice versa. So having an equal balance in a relationship is very important. So that is something to be considerating at this time, especially with your communication. So we're communicating clearly that we're wanting an equal give and take within this new relationship, because one is connected to the other and the new romantic cycle begins. So let's find out. You may be giving to charity at this time. You may be clearing out old cupboards. You may be deciding to give equally to 2 children you have. You may be considering how you want to communicate to people at this time, or a relationship at this time. Currently we've got some burdens that we are carrying that we may be needing to let go of, especially when we're talking about the release here. Releasing what needs to be released, putting down the burdens that we're carrying is a very important. I like the way this reading's flowing together nicely, that one card is explaining the next card, and as we're going through the tarot we do have the same nice flow here. But we are needing to put down some of these burdens, because we often carry other people's problems on the shoulders of ourselves from other people, sometimes without actually even realizing that as well. So we're needing to release the burdens and put them down for this new beginning. There could have been some toxicity, or some pattern of thinking, or some pattern of behavior that is needing to be released with this release card here, because this is what we are currently now trying to release. So maybe you have an addiction to something, or you have an addiction to a place, or you have an addiction of, say it's overthinking, overeating, or maybe some kind of substance abuse that you have an attachment to, that we're needing to let go of at this time. So this could be something that you need to consider doing for this new romantic cycle. And I would say that if the universe is helping you at this time by giving you a gift, and that gift being communication, the communication would be to say, let's let go of this this feeling bound to a situation that you're not actually bound to, because where the chains are on these 2 people down here is they are very loosely tied. They can actually break free from this situation if they do so choose. Okay, Sagittarius, let's find out about this Devil card. The Devil card is a major arcana, so it's a major thing that you're releasing. Some kind of addiction or some kind of excess. It could actually be overconsumption of material possessions, and maybe a good thing to do would actually be to release some of these and give to charity if you have overconsumed and you have too many things that you don't actually use or you don't actually need, that you can release them and somebody else can benefit from that as well. We have the Emperor. Now the Emperor is an archetype, a father figure, somebody who's very much in control. You may be getting a promotion at work. You may be structuring your life and getting some order back into your life. You may be breaking free from any addictions and taking ownership of any addictions that you have had in the past and really facing them head on and looking about how you structure your life in future. And the Emperor always talks about being very compassionate and caring towards other people. He does it in a bit of a different fashion to how the Empress would do it. The Empress would be very nurturing and loving and caring, but the Emperor takes it to a different level of real stability, real finding finding the support within themselves to protect themselves and the people around them, to be very comfortable and very stable. Sometimes the stability is very important to the Emperor, so having the stability to get things in check and keep them under that watchful eye of his, so that you do with this Emperor really overcome any disruption to your life. Anything that can cause any chaos is going to be something that the Emperor is going to be really strong about. Now you could be male or female in this addiction, but the Emperor is somebody that's going to take authority and control over a situation. So you're going to take control over this Devil, and you are really going to make sure that you put things back in order, is how I could actually put that. And I do believe you would be putting that Devil right in its place. So you are really taking control of a situation here. And to be generous with this situation would be to be able to give and receive and be able to really take control, but also do it in a kind manner, and the way you communicate and take balance and control over this situation is going to see you in a more authoritative position, and people are going to look at you as more authoritative as well. So you could be actually getting a promotion at work of some type as well. You could be being very generous to your children at this time, but you are finding a balance and you're releasing what does not serve you. So if you are a boss, you may be getting rid of employees that are not doing the job correctly, which is a possibility. Right. We have the Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands is somebody that's very fiery, very curious, is definitely a creative person who has a lot of enthusiasm. The Knight of Wands is also a very fiery person. The Knight of Wands is very compassionate, a very passionate person. He goes with courage and confidence. Wherever he goes, whatever he does it with absolute confidence and courage. This could be somebody that wants to travel. This could be somebody that's departing a situation. He has the red feather in his cap, which would speak about action and passion and sexuality, real strength of character. It also relates to the root chakra. You are such a fiery sign, Sagittarius. You do things with passion. You may be a bit of a player. I'm sorry to say. Or this could be a bit of a player that's in and out of your life. These two people here, so this could be somebody you're going towards that is a little bit younger than you, or you could be younger than the person coming towards you. These people speak the same language. This could be almost like a brother and a sister here that have a lot of fiery energy, a lot of energy expending out to each other. They're head on facing each other here. The page is going forward where the Knight would seem to be going backwards there. So it's something to consider, a back and forth with somebody that's on quite a passionate nature. And the Devil card here indicates letting go and releasing something from your energy here. So maybe the Knight in this situation, the action taker, is departing from this situation at this time. So you could have a child that's leaving home. You could be watching your child and releasing them to the world, as in, you know, you're letting them grow up and cutting the apron strings, as it were, and you know, they're going to lead their life with passion, and off they go into the wildness of the world. And you'd be wanting to really have a little bit of control, but you can't, because you've got to let your children grow there. It's a possibility there that we do have a situation that, you know, you need to release and let go there. It's a possibility. And let your children grow and thrive. We have the King of Wands. I do believe that if that is the situation, you've watched this child grow up, and he is becoming a king in his own right now. So he's been the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and then the King of Wands. The King of Wands is looking at the progression of his age, as in looking towards his younger years, of this very passionate person that he once was. And he's learned a lot over that time frame there. And we do seem to be seeing like a generation just like grow up in this reading here, all within 20 minutes, would you believe? There is some kind of choice here that you are making. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but definitely the major arcana for Gemini here. You are making a choice, quite possibly between two people here. Sagittarius. The choice to make a connection, a new connection with somebody, and it's deciding at this point in your life to make a choice. And it's something that we've got a lot of introspection here with the Hermit card. The Hermit card is really asking you to look within yourself in the situation, and you're gaining insight, and you might have had quite a bit of time on your own. You are very independent. You've gone to the top of the mountains, and it's quite cold up here, and some people would think, well, it looks really lonely and really old, but how quick the time has gone, how quick this lifespan that I'm seeing with the cards has become. I'm at the top of the mountain now, I'm at the top of my game, but sometimes when you're up there, it's quite a lonely journey, and you're looking within to the choices that you've made over the years, and we're looking at the choices that we've made here with the Lovers card. And the Hermit is a Virgo card as well, so you are really being very complete. It's not the right word. It's on tip of my tongue, but I know it's not going to come out correctly. You are contemplating the choices that you have made within your lifetime, is how I am actually looking at this reading here. And there's been some ups and downs. There's been a lot of fiery passion. There's things you've had to release within your life, and now you're contemplating what your next move is. But you know, through the time that you've spent here, introspection is very important, and you have gained a lot of wise perspectives. Yeah, that's a word, perspectives. It were there. You've gained a lot of wise perspective on your life, and you are in a contemplative state of mind at this current time. So take your time with that, because it's not a journey that the Hermit takes lightly. It's something that you take when you're actually really thinking deeply and profoundly, and you're gaining so much wisdom throughout this journey. And the Hermit's journey is a very important one, because it's where you gain the wisdom, and it's where you can show and teach other people that wisdom also. Well, Sagittarius, that was quite a deep reading. I quite enjoyed the reading. I hope you enjoyed the reading too. If this is your reading, please claim it in the comments, like, subscribe. If you think this could benefit somebody, like, subscribe and share the video if you will. I appreciate that very much. I would like to help my channel grow, and I would also like to give you insight whenever I can. But certainly use your communication skills, because they are very wise. A new romantic cycle could be beginning for you, and remember that equal give and take and the scales of balance are very important. And release what you need to release, but release it with compassion to yourself and others around you. And that is your reading today, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you very much. Goodbye.